From 10 finalists to 3 super finalists to 1 winner, Anja Nissen is headed to Eurovision. You guys, last year she lost out despite being a fan favorite, but tonight was all about vengeance for Anja Nissen. She won the super final with 69% of the vote for her song Where I Am. And where she is, she's going to be in Kyiv, y'all. Josh, what do you think of the result?
I'm very happy with the result. I think Anja Nissen was by far the best option for Denmark this year. In a sea of forgettable try-hard pop songs and really dull ballads, I think Anja had the power in her voice and the ability to command attention onto her on the stage. And I think it was definitely the best option for Denmark, and hopefully it will get them to the final this year.
I think it was 16-4 instead of 69, but still it was a landslide victory, and I can see why Anja Nissen was by far the best performer tonight. The song, it wasn't my favorite, but seeing it on stage and really hearing Anja sing it, it was just, I knew that it will win. And I'm really happy because I think this song is much better than Never Alone, and I think it's one of the best songs of the songs that have been chosen so far. So I can see Denmark doing very well this year after not doing that well in the past years.
I don't know why 69 was on my mind. It just slipped off the tongue. In any event, this song in the studio version is incredibly dull and mediocre. But when she sings it, she gives it life. She moves it from kind of boring, DMGP reject to something kind of nice and radio friendly. The girl has power. She can sing, she hits those notes, she blows people out the water. She's definitely going to be one of the strongest vocalists at Eurovision 2017. I don't think the song is one of the strongest by any means, but I think with the right staging, like they did tonight, lots of fire and then the blue water, it looked really cool. Like that entire stage actually worked really well. And if the Danes can translate that to the stage in Kyiv, they could get back to the final. And it's funny, we talk about success for Denmark being getting back to the final after these past 2 years. I don't think the song is destined for the top 5. I think the top 10 is even a push. I see this as in the teens at the moment, unless we get a lot of weak songs in the weeks ahead. But Josh, Anja, of course, won The Voice of Australia, so you're very familiar with her. What's her reputation? What's people's general opinion of her?
I mean, in terms of The Voice in general in Australia, it's not one of the most successful singing competitions here. I mean, it gets a lot of ratings, but the artists that win don't necessarily share the same success as the likes of X Factor winners, for example. People know who she is here, and if Denmark and Australia can come together in the final, I think there'll definitely be high points given to Denmark from Australia just because she is a recognizable name and face. Yeah, but I don't think she hasn't had any success really in the charts here since she won, so not too sure.
And Sammy, of all the songs chosen so far this year, where would you put Denmark, Anja on your list?
Because I don't really like the songs that have been chosen so far. I think Anja is actually my favorite at this moment. But I think it's mostly because of her live vocals and also the performance. And I think the performance was a little dull. They didn't have that much going on. Like the other performance has had many dancers and also going the stage, but Anja was on the stage alone. And I think that was a good thing also for her that it was different. But I really want to see something different for Eurovision, because this kind of staging doesn't work for a song like this where there's not much happening. But at the moment, it's really my favorite song and performance. And Anja is she's gorgeous. She's such a good singer. And I think she will be one of the best singers in Eurovision. And I can see why she won The Voice of Australia.
Guys, I can't remember the melody. The competition just ended, 20 minutes ago. But honestly, I can't hum it right now. I remember her putting down her armor, but that's about it. And so if I have to rank this among my tops, it's not in my tops. I love Italy. I love France. Oh, yeah. This is a non-starter for me. I've got to be honest. I love her. I love her personality. I love her voice. But until I feel this live in the arena, I think I'm going to struggle. Josh, where do you put it?
For me, it's sort of on the higher end as well, only because we have so many dire songs so far for Kyiv. I'm with you, William. Italy and France are my top two, and then I have like a whole bunch of like mediums, like Switzerland and Belarus, and now Denmark. Yeah, it's fine. But I don't think it'll place top 10 in Kyiv.
Do you guys think this is a definite qualifier, borderline, or a no?
Definitely borderline. I think it's at the moment it's too hard to tell because we only have 16 out of the 43 songs competing, so it's a bit hard to gauge. But in the grand scheme of things, I would rate this as a borderline qualifier.
Yeah, I think it's borderline or either. Like, I think it will qualify. I think Denmark has that kind of, like, everyone can understand this song, and there are people from Australia to Austria who will like the song. It's not too much like Lighthouse 10 was really for those who like 90s pop, but this is really modern, and also like she can sing, so the juries will like it. So I can really see Denmark qualifying this year.
And just quickly, the other two acts in the super final were Ida Una, and then the girl singing ASAP. What was her name?
Don't ask me, I can't remember.
Jasmina, Josephina, her. I gotta say, with Ida Una, I thought the song was nice, even the studio version, and I liked the staging, but the vocals were a little bit off for me, and that was upsetting, because I think if she had just brought her vocal A game, she could have won. And then ASAP, I just really wasn't feeling. Josh?
Yeah, I'm the same. At the time, I thought, oh, these songs aren't terrible, but I can't remember a thing about them now. It's been, an hour since the show now, and nothing is sticking in my brain, which I think speaks for itself. You need to have a song that is memorable. You only have 3 minutes to make an impression, and if you can't hit that mark in that 3 minutes, then I'm sorry, but that's not going to cut it.
Yeah, I don't think these three songs were the best in the final. ASAP was really something that Kylie Minogue could have done in early 2000s, and it was really an album track instead of something that they would release as single. And Ida, I think she was sweet and the song was okay, but like you said, the vocals were really off, and I didn't like the performance. I didn't feel it. It was too much going on, and in the beginning of the performance, she had earth on her, earth on her hands, and that was really cheesy for me. I don't know what that was.
Did it remind you of Valentina Monetta at all, holding the light up ball? It was weird. Yeah. And also it was funny because Ida started the show, and Thomas right after Ida also started the performance by sitting down. So I don't know what they had in mind, but I have to say that the whole show was really good. I think the performances were really good, even due to the songs. The performance really, you enjoyed watching them, even the songs weren't that good.
They know how to elevate. You can give them poo, they will turn it into gold. Go Denmark, yay! Well, that's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And make sure to hit the subscribe button down below.
And also like our video and download our app if you want to say your opinion there.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Bye!
Bye!
Bye!